But yeah, she looks like I think her name's Ygritte. Ygritte from what's it called? Game of Thrones. Jon Snow's girlfriend from Over the Walls. Nice. 1 sec. All right. I'll give you 1 sec, dude. Only one, though. Welcome in, everyone. Oh, thank you. She's pretty gorgeous. She is way too attractive to be hanging out with a schmucky like me. Tell you that much. All right, now we're mixing up a gray. This gray is going to kind of go everywhere too, you know. Yeah, no, they're large models. I mean, this guy isn't that big compared to the Gargan I just finished. This is the cool part, though. This is when you start to see the detail really pop up on these guys. So as I airbrush and do my zenithal spray, I'm always trying to plan for how I'm going to paint them, what I'm going to paint them, the vibe I'm going to go for, you know. But yeah. I'm calling you swole, brother. Oh. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. And the beard is fire, dude. You're being too nice. I was all, yeah, the mini is pretty cool, isn't it? Oh, thanks, Black Eye. You know, I think I just butchered your name. Let me read this. Bakir. Sorry, I apologize. Bakir. Oh, my Jolinish. I'm tweaking. But yeah, if you want to see something really cool, here's this. I just finished up on stream about half hour ago or so. Maybe I'll just put him right there. Problem is I don't want to airbrush him, you know. Call me Hawkeye. You got it, brother. I don't know if it was a B or an H. But yeah, that's what these guys will eventually be. Eventually. We'll get to it. Finally, I'm early to this. Welcome in. Yeah, you can see it from the start. I know a lot of people are like, "Are you gonna get done with that mini so I can see it from the start?" So yeah, you can watch the full progress now, brother. These ones are gonna be really fun and really quick. You'll see exactly how I did the. I'm gonna do it exactly how I did the big ones, so you can see but it'll be a lot faster. Hopefully, it better be faster. Hey, Painted. I did finish the big one. You want to see him? We did. We finished the glow effects just a minute ago. But yeah. What's up, Cody? I have so many Marvel ones. Nice, dude. That's awesome. But yeah, we just finished this guy. I'm gonna finish these little guys up, and then we're gonna do a basing day. So we're gonna do all the bases for all of them all at the same time. I'm gonna really go all out, make the bases look super cool and interesting. Cause and I would rather not. I really wish people in the community would stop bringing up basing, like making basing such an event. You know, like I just want to paint the model, man. I don't want to be painting rocks and stuff all the time. So yeah. Oh, thanks, man. This is actually what I'm doing right now. Is your name painted resin? Literally what I'm doing. Whoops. Hashtag me. Me too. Yeah, this is going to be for my Age of Sigmar army, so I should have a cam just of my other minis, you know, that I finished. Because a lot of people come in and they see that I'm just like blocking in some colors and it looks boring, and then when my stream really pops off is when I'm actually just detailing the finished last 10% is when people want to watch, you know? Oh, thank you for following. This just made my super good day even more awesome, dude. Ugh. Yeah, no gloves, dude. I hate wearing gloves. And I hate wearing gloves because I keep peeling off. Hawkeye, you make my day better, buddy. You make my day better. Do you hate seeing no gloves? The only reason I don't wear gloves is I've peeled, and I have the gloves for it, you know. I've peeled the paint right off of a mini because I didn't feel that it was still wet. Does that make sense? So that's why I don't wear gloves anymore. I'm nasty. Get in there. All right, now we're going to slowly bring up the value of our gray, right? Now we're going to just start doing highlights. So you can see how much I really do prime the model. So I do all my zenithal priming. And that way I can really make sure it's nicely primed, you know. As a prop maker, I feel you. Yeah. Hey, Allie. How are you doing today? My little sister, my dear. You missed it. Ricky was on the stream. We had a Ricky cam. She was reading comments. So she had to go do schoolwork. Ooh. Oh, Allie with the roses. Thank you so much. I'll be honest, I don't think a lot of us modeling painters actually play either. I hardly ever play. So whenever you're doing a zenithal spray, make sure to always start leaving your last layer as much as you can, right? So yeah, that is pretty well done there. That one's good to go. We're gonna choke up a little bit. How's the double date? It was pretty good. It was all right. Welcome back, Egghead. We just went and played some pool and had some drinks and whatnot with her friend. The guy seemed pretty cool, the new boyfriend. So, but yeah, thanks for asking. Pretty fun. Then we rode around on scooters, you know, those little scoots that they have around town, but like bird scooters. one's done now. Move on to the next one. So I glued it while being mad, but it put it back and shoved it myself off the shelf, so I'm done for today. Oh, brother. I'm sorry. I know the feeling. I know the feeling well. Yeah, just come back to it when you're ready again, you know? There's nothing wrong. Honestly, a lot of people are like, how do you have the patience to do this? Well, I set it down and I come back. That's really how I do this. I do it for as long as I can do it until I start getting frustrated when things aren't working the way they should, you know? That's generally the only way to do it, you know? Dude, sorry. Dude, if some company make a Warhammer 40k figure that is fully articulated, I would ascend. That would be really cool. You can do that with their larger scale models. I've even seen people make like RC cars out of their tanks and stuff. But pre-packaged out of the gate, they don't... That's not their vibe. And honestly, it would be horrendously expensive. I mean, they don't even put the model together for you as it is now. Imagine paying for it to have articulations and stuff. Brutal. Yeah, it's not looking nice anymore. To be fair, that figure has been a pain since the beginning, even now. I've had models. There's been so many models where, like, from the start to the end, it's just been an uphill battle. You know, it happens. It does happen. All right, I might have put too much black in here. We'll see. Oh no, that's the same color. We did it. All right, well, I'll catch you later, Egghead. Thanks for stopping by and asking about my date. That was really nice of you. But yeah, articulated models would be really rad. Ooh. Ooh, Allie with some corn. Thank you so much. Thank you for the gift. Needs a little more white. Yeah, I just put it somewhere at the back now, so I don't show it anymore. I'm lurking while I replace the door, but here to support viewership. Thanks, Grumpy. Good luck replacing that door, buddy. I am not painting Wizard. I am painting the little baby boys from my Sons of Bahamut army. That's what we're working on right now. So this is this live is fully American. Watching this live, I am American. Are you American? I think most of us, maybe most of us. I don't know. What time is it over across the way, across the pond? It's probably pretty late, isn't it? Probably like midnight. Yeah, you missed out on Ricky. I'm Swedish. Oh yeah. Probably a Dutch person here. Oh, yeah. Not many Americans here, it sounds like. Not many Americans here. Oof, 11. Brutal. Yeah, it is pretty late. Filipino. Wow, we have a diverse crowd here. We're going international. Oh, thank you for the gifts. Much appreciated, Allie. Thanks, Al. So yeah, we're just getting the Zenithal here. Zenithal spray done on these guys. We're going to add a little more white here in just a second and get the final highlights done. Yeah, boy. Thanks, baby. And it's early and the time is 5. Whoa, you're watching at 6 a.m.? The dedication. The dedication. You at work right now? What are you? Well, I guess it is Sunday. Is it Sunday at 6 a.m.? Are you a night owl? Is that what it is? Whoops. We're buying Christmas stuff for the yard and we're going hard this year. Nice. Well, I'll catch you later, Al. Thanks for stopping by. The sun is coming up about an hour ago. Is it Sunday for the whole day? For everyone worldwide? Or are you like getting to Monday right now? You know? I've never really thought about this. I'm not really that good at geography or time zones. Love you too, Al. I'll catch you later. Later. Ooh. Painted resin with a donut. Thank you so much, buddy. Much appreciated, brother. Thank you so much. You're helping me get a DSLR camera so we can improve the stream just that much more for everyone. So, really appreciate it. Thank you. It's very kind of you. It is Monday for you? Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I mean, we got bad education over here, so you guys are going to have to forgive me for things that are common knowledge or not so common around here in the States. You know? We're kind of dummies. Just like not our fault, man. You know? Like we're trying our best out here. Alright, I think those guys are... That is going to be good enough for the priming. We're going to let those chill for a second. Still Sunday? Yeah, still Sunday for you? Yeah, it's 2 p.m. here for us, where I'm at. Or 3 p.m. now. Just turned to 3 p.m. So no work for me for another, let's see, math, 18 hours or so, which is pretty nice. Bum, 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 bum. Well, thanks guys for coming and hanging out with me today on y'all Sunday/Mondays. So yep, we're gonna get. Oop, sorry about that. We're gonna get. We're gonna get this airbrush cleaned up here. We're gonna move on to doing all of the skin tones. So if you want to learn how to airbrush skin tones, stick around. For me, in about 7 hours, so almost time to sleep. Brutal. Hey, make sure you're trying to get your. You gotta get your 7 or 8 hours, buddy. You know. It's important. It's important for your health. For your health. Ooh. Ricky Watson with the heart me. She should be working right now or doing schoolwork, but instead she's supporting her boyfriend. Round of applause, everyone. What a gal. What a girl. How lucky am I? No, I need about 5 to 6. If I take more, I will be having a headache. Oh, so you're one of them sleepers, huh? You only need 5 or 6 hours? Come in here bragging, huh? Is that what you do? Go around bragging about how you don't need to sleep. Well, I'm jealous. All right? Because I have to sleep a ton. I actually slept like 14 hours last night. That's awesome. I'm jealous. Sleep is overrated? That's a bold claim. It's not overrated for me. I love me some sleep, I'll tell you what. Okay? I have to have me some sleep. I get cranky. I get cranky. That is true. Aye, sleep is sleep. Oi, sleep is sleep. Agreed. Yeah, I feel like we're all just working so we can paint, right? Working to paint, working so we can afford more models. Really, that's my only goal. Waiting for these to dry just a little bit longer. We'll start with bringing in our flesh tones here, I think. And that's what we're going to do. I'm going to start with this kind of, it's called succubus skin. It's kind of a reddish. We're going to add a little bit of brown to this. Okay, we're going to add a little bit of this, and a little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. I'm going to put a little extra in it so it doesn't run out anytime soon. And we're going to add a hint of brown to this because I want this to be the shadow, right? Oops. So always remember, if you're working with warm colors, your browns, your reds, your oranges, your yellows, you always want to use brown as your shadow, right? Yeah, this is, yeah, it's a, this one's actually designed for mini paints, but I need to get a better setup so it doesn't ruin your guys' ears, I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay, and then we're just going to add a little bit of Flow Aid. Acrylic Flow Aid, which makes it so you can turn any paint into an airbrush paint instantly. Or Flow Improver, or whatever it's called that you like to use. And that is how I make my... Ooh! Craft Crusades is here. Welcome in, brother. It's been a minute. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Dude, I've been telling everyone, thank you for the heart me. I've been telling everyone, they've been asking me about Trench Crusade, and I'm like, you need to go check out my pigeon, my buddy Craft Crusade. It has been a minute. How you been? I feel like my needle isn't all the way in. I think it's being sold as mini paint shakers so they can make more money. Well, it's a good business market because it does work really well. Brush and Blade Miniatures is here. Welcome back, brother. Can't talk right now, brother. So we're going to start by putting in all the shadows for our flesh here. Right? In between the toesies. Try our best not to make more work for us later by only hitting the flesh. I'm not going to go crazy hard. I'm going to try and do this kind of quickly here. so we can get to cool stuff. But Craft, how you been? I've been looking at all your stuff, dude. Making some really cool stuff lately, dude. The Trench Crusade is popping off. So this is kind of the same idea we did with the Zenithal spray, but this time we're going to actually just use the paint for it, right? So the actual paint. And in terms of like level of shadow, this is like a step up from the darkest tone of shadow that we're actually going to finish the model off with, right? Because we're going to do oil paints as well as a wash. So I brought this color up just a hair brighter than normal. I'm just going to focus on getting it all in the shadows, right? I'm new to painting minis, love seeing all the creators' different styles. Yeah, well, welcome in, dude. I can teach you a lot on how to paint like a lazy slob but get amazing results. So I'm a techniques-based painter. I'm not a talent-based painter. So welcome in, dude. I've been good, man. Things are on the up. Nice, dude. I know. I've been seeing your channel is like popping off, dude. It's awesome. Love to see it. Right now we're just doing a little greasy, quick and dirty flesh tone. We'll eventually do, oh, I need to break those supports off. Eventually we were going to do brush painting on all of this, so, but it's really nice to get the values kind of set in stone with the airbrush, you know? And that way you can move on to getting dry brushing for your highlights and oil washes for the shadows. Oh, thank you for following. Welcome to the party, buddy. The Modern Norseman. We came to the right place. I'm actually painting all of these to be very Norse-like. Very Norse-like indeed. I have a little Norse blood in me. A little bit. Not a ton. Just enough. How are you, dude? Loving seeing you on the Red channel as well as here now. Yeah, dude. It's going well. We're getting crazy amounts of interactions now. It's slowly going up. The live has been really, really fun. A lot of people have been hopping in and chatting. Really cool people, such as yourself. So it's definitely growing. Any growth is good growth, you know? Just trying to... I'm going to start doing the painting classes I talked to you about here soon. Working with Resin Reborn. But yeah, it's been a really good time. I have zero complaints. It's been really fun. Just finished my latest big model, my last big Mega Gargant. You want to see what he ended up looking like? So yeah. Oh, I don't know if I deserve it, but it is fun. I'm just supporting my prints, so being AFK for a moment. For sure, dude. Take your time. You want to support those just right. But yeah. Everyone called him Casio, which is pretty funny. It's pretty accurate. I'm telling friends and family, like, I'm trying to do the equivalent of being like, I'm going to Hollywood, but as a nerd. I'm like, I'm going to be TikTok and Twitch and YouTube famous. And they're like, okay. And I'm like, yeah, I know. It's gonna be rare if I make it, but it's been really fun. If nothing changes, I still am really enjoying my time. You know? What I really want to do is focus on helping new painters. That's really what I'm interested in doing. I really like teaching people. But yeah. That's where I'm at, craft. Can I just say that the angle you're doing, the angle, right? Remember that? That's a deep cut. Is marvelous. Oh, there's like no paint left in here. It's just the last bit. Come on. Come on, you can do it. It's just the last bit I need of this color. Haha. We're going to be able to make it happen. Just barely. Just barely. Alright, time to move on to the next one. I'm thinking I might make these colors a little richer, a little deeper, but I don't think I will. I think I'm just going to go... I think I'm going to add a little bit of the base in, and then I'm going to move into just adding a little bit of the next color up. Just make a really smooth gradient here. All about the angles, brother. It's all about the angles, you know? All about them angles, dude. And we got some haters, so I must be doing something right. Do you really? That's crazy. I've had a couple people talk some smack, but I'm just like, it's whatever. Some people really hate that I animate my minis with AI. That's what I thought was funny. Like, I animated a couple of them, and they're like, get this AI trash off of here. And I was like, dude, I made that model, though, and it's just animating a model. Like, it's not... like, it's not AI art. It's just animating my art, dude. That was funny. What I really like is when people talk smack, but they don't have anything on their channel or any content. I'm like, dude, you don't even make anything. How can you have an opinion on what I'm doing? You can't. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Thank you for the follow. Oh yeah, it's such a Marmite topic. Yeah. Every creator has a hater. You know what? Honestly, I need a hater. I need someone to come in here and hate on me. That sounds like fun. I need a little drama, dude. We should concoct drama in the mini painting scene because I feel like everyone's too nice. Maybe we just need to just run around and just be mean to each other and stuff, you know? Is that the move? Where's the receipts, Mr. Critic? Yeah, exactly, dude. Like, what have you made? If you want to know how to do demon flesh, there you go. That's basically kind of a Slanesh demon flesh right there. Very important to have really warm undertones when you do kind of just a nice pale skin flesh tone. You need to have that warmness underneath, or else it doesn't look like there's blood underneath the skin, right? That's the whole idea. There's blood underneath the skin. So that's what this layer is all about, is giving the warm undertones. I saw that quite often. You chose hate, I choose create. I like that, dude. No, dude, we should just start like a whole drama. People love drama, right? Oh my gosh, can you believe what Craft Crusades said about Patty Paints Minis? Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, it's crazy. You know, like that's how maybe that's how we encapsulate. Maybe that's our angle, dude. A whole new angle right there. We'll call it the Kardashian strategy. Yeah, he was all like, yeah, his oil paints are whack, bro. Can you believe that? You know? Turf war. Later, I don't know my name. Thanks for hanging out. I don't know my name. I don't know my name. Yeah, we need to do some turf wars. I mean, I don't know what I would say. I'm not that kind of guy, you know? I'd be like, wow, he did a really good job. I mean, he did a really bad job? You know, like, what do you say? I'm already out of paint. Ugh, fine, fine. Put more paint in. I'll put more paint in, okay? Oh, you gotta go? Alright. Love you too, man. I'll catch you later. Nothing but big dreams in here, buddy. I love your stuff. And everyone in here watching, if you haven't checked out his channel, he has some amazing stuff, man. He's a true artist. Whoop. One of the best. This guy. This guy, one of the best. One of the best. What are you eating? Is that candy? Are you hungry? You want a steak sandwich? I want a steak sandwich too. So yep, now we're just going to do, now that we've got kind of the mid-tone, shadow, we're going to come back and do, oops, didn't mean to do that. We're going to do the highlights. That's what we're going to do. Get rid of a lot of this paint in here. Not all of it, but just most of it. Right, because I want to blend it into the last layer I did. So we're going to get rid of most of it, leave a little remnants behind. Then we're going to go to our ultra bright skin tone. We'll get rid of that bit there. Ooh, pinky. Yep, they're pinky right now, but we're about to fix that. We're going to add a little bit of this in there. And now we're going to do just the very bright highlights. They are little pinky boys. Little pinky boys. So this is what I call the mid-tone highlight, not the final highlight, but the mid-tone highlight. So this is going to give us a very nice, again, we're just hitting the very tips of everything with this. And we're going to do one more brighter opacity of this. It's very important that you're very mindful that you don't cover up your previous layers, right? That's how you get that nice blend here. That's that guy done. We'll go to this guy real quick. We're really just trying to hit just the face of things, right? Not the face, but the what's it called? The very tips of it, the highlights of it all, right? That's the plan. So yep, we're just doing these finishing highlights here. We'll go one more stage up after this as well to really solidify some of these colors, exaggerate that contrast, get a really nice blend. That's that guy, then we'll go to this guy real quick. Excellent. Excellent. Perfect. Perfect. Alright. This guy real quick. I think I already did him, but I'm going to do him one more time. I think those colors are going to pop even more. And then we're going to just do these thighs real quick. Add a little bit more, just a little bit more. Just a little more paint. That's all we're doing. A little more paint, a little water in there. Boop, 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 boop. Done. And now we can finish up this nonsense here. Boop, boop, boop. And we're going to do one more final highlight color. Just going to take it just a little bit more past beyond. All right. And I actually bring this tone a little bit brighter than the finish tone will be, because when I go to oil wash, it's going to tint this down just a hair, and I want that. So I'm going to make it just a hair brighter than it should be. So now we're going to go in with our Elfic Flesh, or Vallejo Elfic Flesh. Just going to bring up that brightness just a hair more. And this will be mainly just the face and the shoulders here. So I don't need a ton, but we do need to get that nice and blocked in. Add a hair of water to it. Mix it up. There we go. So it's important not to cover up your previous layers, but it's especially important with the last bit, the very final highlight. Just needs to barely touch the model here. Yep, there we go. Here's that. Do this guy real quick. And again, I'm going to brush paint a lot of this to have it have more detail. So this is really just about blocking in the first couple colors, you know. Boom. Alrighty. And that is probably going to be it for a minute. We're going to go make some lunch. Some lunch. I'll catch you later, dude. Thanks for hanging out. And thank you. I appreciate that. So as I clean up this airbrush, I just want you guys to know about my Patreon that you can find in the link code, and support me however you'd like. You can support me there, you can support me on the stream, you can just enjoy the show, watch for freezies. But thank you so much for dropping in and hanging out with me for a little bit while I paint my models. So on the next stream, we're just going to finish blocking in a lot of these colors. That's mainly what we're going to be doing. Just blocking in colors for a bit. And then we will move on to finishing these guys up. And hopefully we'll be able to do basing probably on Wednesday, I think, is when we're going to be basing models. I have some quick and super cool tricks to basing too that makes it the whole thing just that much easier for everyone involved. All right. Anyways, thanks guys for hanging out with me, dropping by. We will be on streaming again later. Oop, I dropped my cap. Where did my cap go? Paint cap. I have this one, this one, this one. All right, I'll find it off stream. Anyways, thanks for hanging out with me. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Love you, bye. Love you, bye. Love you, bye.